Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Carnival in Rio is upon us, and this is what you need to know to survive it. Yes, start of Rio Carnival might be marked with a different date in your calendar, but truth is, celebrations begin way before.
Bem-vindo ao Brasil and to beautiful Rio de Janeiro.
This is what Rio de Janeiro looks like right now as you're watching, and it will only keep getting wilder until the very last street party, weeks from now. How to prepare for Rio Carnival, how to find the best parties, and what to wear to join in on all that carnival kissing. It's all coming up. Yeah, it's not exactly a secret. I love Rio Carnival. Some might even call me a carnival expert, and with this being my 6th Rio Carnival in a row, I'm inclined to agree. My job these days is to make sure you get the best out of yours. And we're starting with the fundamentals. If you want to make yourself seen among the millions of people and fully enjoy the street parties, you'll need a costume. First of all, forget the big unpractical hats. Carnival parties get tight and hot. Just some simple body paint will get you far. As a general rule, the less clothes you wear, the better. You'll be sweating. For safety, get a discreet waist bag and shove it inside your underwear. Wearing a skimpier, less extravagant outfit also signals you probably don't have a lot of stuff worth stealing. And for comfort, wear trainers. You'll be walking a lot. Also, to avoid confrontation, don't wear the Brazilian flag as part of your outfit. It has lately become a touchy political symbol. For simplest outfit possible, just combine that body paint with some glitter. And no, it doesn't make you gay. Glitter is the very essence of Carnival. But if you're straight, going further than this might have unwanted effects. Maybe leave that at home. The costume code can be tricky to decipher. Generally, girls go all in, while men wanting to be perceived as straight should pick less refined outfits. Not that one.
I'm bringing it anyways.
Yeah, rules are meant to be broken.
All right, we're ready for this. It's party time, guys.
Yeah, that's a good one to remember. While Copacabana is a great place to stay, most of the parties will happen north of there. In Central, for example.
And so it begins.
Here's a new word to learn for next year, Precarnival.
And this might come as a surprise for some of you. Carnival in Rio de Janeiro is not just a one-week event. It's a season of the year.
What's being celebrated? Freedom, I think.
And my friends, Carnival season has started.
As you've learned from my previous videos, Carnival starts boiling more than a month before the official dates, beginning with major street parties popping up every single weekend. In fact, some of the best Carnival parties are already over before official Carnival gets started. Yeah, I'm sorry if I just ruined your travel itinerary. My stern advice is to arrive to Rio at least 8 days before official Carnival to learn the ropes. This is how pre-Carnival looks 2 weeks before Carnival is supposed to start. These early street parties are excellent to figure out the logics of Rio Carnival in a smaller scale, get a sense of the different venues, and enjoy the slightly less frantic and friendly atmosphere. And when I say smaller scale, sure, there are still a good 100,000 people here. But during actual Carnival, this venue hosts up to over 1 million.
Time to level up. It's Carnival.
Yeah, I couldn't just leave the mask off. After all, it did cost me $2. Another lesson, don't pack any costume, just get it here.
Hey, what is best with Carnival?
É as pessoas, é todo mundo junto. A música, energia e as bebidas principalmente.
Bebida. É isso. What's your name?
Laís,
Laish. What is the best thing with Carnival?
the drinks. I'm drinking water right now, but the drinks.
Here, this is water.
Everything, the drinks amazing. The people. Yes, everything.
The 3 things you like the best with Carnival.
The man, obviously.
The man.
Yes, the party, the music. It's amazing.
Man, party, music.
How to enjoy Carnival, socialize with everyone. And don't forget to have this sorted before coming to Rio.
Third thing, internet.
Yeah, guys.
I'll just put it like this. If you don't have internet in your phone during Rio Carnival, you might as well just stay home, because you're gonna miss most of it anyways. With street parties constantly popping up and closing down at different locations, moving around and changing course, there is no chance you'll find them without internet.
And forget about Wi-Fi hotspots, they barely exist here.
And not being able to operate apps like Uber, WhatsApp, and Instagram does not just mean you're destined to lose track of your friends. It's a downright safety hazard. And here's the thing, getting a local SIM card to work in Brazil is not easy.
If you're lucky, the process takes a couple of hours while the phone store is manually trying to register the SIM card on your passport.
But it's just as likely to fail.
Looky there, we seem to be arriving at a party. How I found it? Well, by using my phone.
The eSIM from today's sponsor, Holafly, solves this whole issue. It literally took me about 2 minutes to set up my Holafly eSIM, scanning the QR code provided in their email. Moment later, I had data.
And Holafly's unlimited data does not only work for Brazil, but to over 200 destinations around the world.
Funny enough, Holafly was recommended to me by my own travel clients long before this collab. And it's the only eSIM I can personally guarantee works flawlessly in Brazil. And on top, no hidden fees.
Also, you can personalize your eSIM just for the days that you need, from 1 to 90 days.
What you pay is what it costs. No matter if you stay on YouTube all day. Grab your Holafly eSIM for your next adventure using my exclusive code in pinned comment and description.
Moving on.
Wow, what a beautiful group of people! Are you guys a family?
We are a family.
Onde vocês são?
Leme.
They're from Rio de Janeiro. What is the best thing about Carnival?
La persona daqui. Toda la persona.
E você?
A cultura
Amo seus óculos!
Just when you thought it couldn't get worse.
Perfect!
Well, I'm not the only one loving those sweet-looking glasses. If you find a pair, bring me.
Thank you, Brazil! I love Brazil!
Okay, I guess it's time to get serious.
Another question you all keep asking. How dangerous is Rio Carnival? Short answer, it's less dangerous than you think.
Considering about 7 million people visit Rio de Janeiro for Carnival, I am amazed not more bad stuff happens. But still, be very careful using your phone. Every second you use your phone in the crowds of Carnival, you increase the risk of getting it stolen. Only use it for very short amounts of time and immediately secure it. And keep arms close to your body when shooting to make the phone or camera harder to grab. If you, such as me, sometimes need to film a longer sequence, move to another spot straight after finishing the shot to make it harder for someone to plan the theft. Also, while it's hard to put Blocos into categories, in general, parties along the beach will be a little more family-friendly and supervised. With the big Bloco in Ipanema being the exception, it has a lot of thieves. Losing your phone might also come at a higher price than you expect. These days, thieves are likely to use AI-powered software to extract information, even from a locked phone, and hack all your accounts. You don't want to be that person. Another golden rule, never attend the carnival parties alone. Always bring at least one friend if you're going to these Blocos. Not only will it make you a less likely target, you will also meet more people.
Never go alone! Never go alone!
And I guess you've heard about guys getting drugged. It is much more likely to happen in a romantical situation, but to minimize the risk of getting drugged, bring your own cup with a lid to drink from. And always watch as your drink is being made. Or stick to drinks in cans, which will be sold pretty much everywhere. Also, try to memorize the metro station closest to your home, in case you wind up with a dead or lost phone. And just like any normal time of year, avoid Lapa if you don't really need to see it. Sure, there will almost always be party people around here and a lot of commotion, but it's also the most likely place to get into problems. Don't leave your drink exposed.
A lot of dildo!
But not gonna lie, with the right company and if you know what you're doing, Lapa can be a lot of fun. And just one little thing to remember if you plan to share saliva. The health department keeps warning about diseases spreading during Carnival. If you kiss 10 people per day and your partners do the same, you'll soon carry accumulated bacteria of hundreds of people. So, why did I just say that last thing? Well,
And now for the fun stuff, the kissing.
yeah, this might sound weird when I say it, but there is simply extreme amounts of kissing going on during Carnival in Rio de Janeiro. I'm not exactly sure how this came to be, but for many this has become pure sports. I mean, Brazilians are already fairly famous for being eager kissers under normal circumstances, but Carnival takes things to new extremes. Which leaves us with the question.
Quantas pessoas vocês vai beijar este carnaval?
A meta é infinito. Muito.
Infinito.
Infinito.
That's a new record.
Muitas pessoas, mais de 100.
Mais que 100
Mais que
pessoas.
100 pessoas.
E o carnaval passado, quantas pessoas você beijou?
Bastante pessoas, muitas, mais de 100.
Mais de 100
Mais de 100 pessoas.
Eu tô com medo de doença.
Ah, você não quer ficar com febre ou outras doenças?
Tô me divertindo sozinha com minhas amigas.
So, people will be kissing all around you, but how does it work? Well, during a bloco, it's typically as informal as walking up to someone, dropping a compliment, and asking for a kiss. Then you'll be making out for a couple of minutes before typically parting ways, never to speak again. A kiss for the mere fun of it. Don't expect anything else to come out of this interaction. You just got a little more interested in Carnival. Well, then you better act fast if you want to join my Rio Rampage Carnival events. I'll take you to all the best parties, show how to connect with the locals, and enjoy the craziness Carioca style.
This Rio Rampage has been absolutely fantastic.
This was something different.
It's been the best time, man. I'm so grateful. Thank you.
My experience here would have been nowhere near without the Rio Rampage. And if you're thinking about joining the Rio Rampage, definitely should.
To max out your Carnival experience and make friends for life, check description. And now time for the most important part of all.
The question you'll keep asking yourself over and over during Carnival. Where the heck is that party?
Yes, I never said Carnival was easy.
The street parties, so-called Blocos, happen at seemingly random places, hundreds of different venues, many hundred different parties, and if you don't stay on top of the schedule, there's a risk you'll miss most of them.
Which is pretty much what I did my 2 first years.
And no, they almost never happen at the actual beach.
So why is it so complicated? Well, the street parties are not organized centrally. Instead, hundreds of different groups arrange their blocos individually, leaving confused tourists to interpret a menu of several dozens of blocos per day. Most often, you won't have any idea what's waiting for you, which is pretty much why I decided to become a Carnival expert and help you guys out.
Que é a melhor coisa do carnaval?
Amo! A melhor coisa é beber! I love you!
Brasil!
I can't stress this enough. To fully enjoy Carnival, you need to interact with the Brazilians. And to see which blocos happen each day, follow these Instagram accounts. It may sound cliché, but the difference between a good and a bad bloco is typically within yourself. Refuse to be a spectator, participate and interact, and great things will happen.
Qual é a coisa melhor durante o carnaval?
Música, brincadeira.
Beija a boca também.
Roughly speaking, there are 3 styles of blocos. The ones playing traditional Carnival Samba with drums and trumpets, the rougher ones playing naughty Brazilian funky, and the concerts with an artist singing. These can in turn be stationary or moving. Pictured here is the most legendary moving bloco, Boy Tolo. Find it using Instagram. Try to find out which is your preference, as the crowd tends to differ a lot.
Why is Carnival best in Rio?
A gente bonita e a cidade é mais bonita também, né? Verdade. Muito mais.
And just to make things even more complicated, there is one more thing. Most of the fun happens way earlier than you think.
If you have any ambitions of experiencing the greatest street parties in Rio, remember this. Carnival in Rio is a day game.
This is the Carnival dilemma. While the nightlife is great as well, if you want to experience people dancing on crazy tall stilts and chanting songs, you'll need to wake up in time. Many of the biggest Blocos start as early as 8 in the morning and disband before sunset. And talking about sun, when it shines it can become dangerously hot. If you want your body to last throughout Carnival, have one bottle of water between every other drink. Luckily, they can both be found pretty much wherever you go. And don't forget to make this part of your daily Carnival routine, the oh so tasty but hard-hitting Skol Beats.
Skol Beats, official drink of Carnival.
I should also mention, bring some small cash to buy drinks or food at the parties and leave the credit card at home. Not all vendors are to be trusted. Now that's a party. And talking about party, book me to perfect your dating skills to stay safe in Rio and for the perfect wingman and party. And to know what's going on in Rio de Janeiro on a daily basis, don't forget to follow my Instagram account, Swedish Gringo. And there is no way talking about Carnival without mentioning this, the enormous Samba competition and show at the Sambadrome. By some considered the very heart of Carnival, for others a couple of hours of fun. So, what is this all about and is it really worth coming here? I was hesitant.
I was convinced to come here, and we're here to see if it's really such a big thing as everyone says.
Just to make things clear, you will not get as close and personal with the parade as these photos suggest. It's more likely gonna look a little like this, and for most of the time you won't have a clue what's going on.
We already missed half of the show. I think we're ready for this. Vamos, Gringos.
No rush, the show typically doesn't get started until 11 p.m.
There is a lot of security here, which is probably good. Boa noite. Carnaval para mim! We did it!
Yeah, this came as kind of a surprise. We thought most of it would be over by now.
You arrived 3 hours late. And what do you see? Absolutely nothing.
Yes, it's about midnight and due to some delay the show hasn't even started yet. And show isn't exactly the right word. This is a competition between Rio's different Samba schools. As a foreigner not speaking Portuguese, the storyline and competitive aspect of the parade might be a little vague. Just enjoy it for the bombastic spectacle it is. And as you leave, don't forget to bring the ticket with you. It's needed to exit. Is Sambadrome worth it? It depends on what you paid. Early on, grandstand tickets sell for just over 100 reais. Just remember, you can see those floats for free outside. There you go, that's pretty much all you need to know to survive Carnival in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Have fun, guys. And don't forget to hit me up for some safety training and ground rules before you arrive. It will make your stay smoother and definitely more fun. Also, check description for your copy of my Single Man's Guide to Rio or my Ultimate Rio Travel Guide. And for help with real estate investment and renting out your apartment, check description or reach out to me in an email. Thanks for watching and be safe.